Hey, welcome back to Skipify.ai's YouTube channel where we turn your data into deals. Today we're going to be just going through a quick over specific items mean within your account and what you can be looking for throughout your account and when you have a Skipify subscription. So first, if you don't have an account, you're going to want to create one, or if you already have one, go ahead and log in. And when you get here, the first page that you see is your Skipify dashboard. This gives you an idea of your type of searches, your price per hit, and how many searches you've been doing over the past 30 days or so. So this shows here under the property download credits, the amount of property downloads you have remaining in your account. The prepaid skip trace hit credits means the amount of skip traces you have. This number should always match what's up here with the little search icon over the home. And then the property download credits should match that download icon up here in the top. And then this one here is also your list storage. Each of these, if you hover over them, you can see here that it says list storage. This shows how much storage you have within your account. And then this is the total properties you've searched within your account. This is the total number of skip traces you've ran within your account. And then here is your price per hit rate. So this is what I'm paying per skip. And then the searches over the last 30 days, this is how many I've done. And so down here, you've got a property chart, which just shows you the difference between the property searches you've done versus skip traces. Okay. And if you want to have a better understanding of what's included in your account, you could head over to the billing section where you break down your subscriptions. This lets you have the opportunity to upgrade or downgrade a plan depending on what you're on. It allows you a variety of different things, but you can see here it's letting me know which plan I'm on, when my next payment date is, how many skips I have remaining, and then I also have the option to add list rotation. This is just another option. It's a different data source from what is a part of your standard Skipify subscription, and so you have the opportunity to add list rotation here as well. And if you scroll down, you have the opportunity to cancel your account at any point in time. Here you've got the add skip section where you can choose to add a certain amount of skips. So in this case here, you would click the plus icon and you could just add those skips and add on to the amount that you have if you need to add individuals. Otherwise, you could always upgrade your subscription. Here is where you can change your payment methods. You can make your primary card, you can delete a card, so on and so forth, but you'll want to make sure that you add that if you are looking to purchase skips or property records. And then here you have your invoices. You could go ahead and download your invoices here and see all the information regarding your previous purchases. And then here is also another tab for the list rotation, and then similar, here's list storage. You could purchase this individually without having a subscription in place. You could also head over to the settings page, and this is just where you can update your contact information and change your password and name and emails and stuff like that. But other than that, what you could also do is navigate over to the My Data tab. And here you'll see this is your invoice number. This is the date of your skip trace or property download that was placed. This is the name of the file that you provide. And then here you've got your downloads. This shows the amount of property downloads that are included within that file. And then here shows the number of searches. And then this is the number of hits. Your hits will signify what you've been charged, and then your hit rate is the percentage. If you see something like NA, that means that you may have already skip traced that file before, and you're not being charged for it again. For me, I am on a basic plus plan or higher, so if I do skip trace another record, it's not going to charge me for repeating that specific property. So in this case and scenario, I've already skip traced it, which means that I got a NA hit rate. If you see a lower hit rate, there is a chance that you've added specific filters that filter out the amount of searches within your record, and you didn't get all of the phone numbers for those properties because it didn't fit your search criteria. You filtered them out, which would signify that you have a lower hit rate. It's not a bad thing. It's just something to keep into consideration when you are utilizing demographic filters for your property searches. And then non-chargeable shows here in this case and scenario, I had, one specific hit, but I'm not charged for it. And then the charge shows the amount of skips. In this case and scenario, I included the previous owners, which is a 10% or a 10 skip upcharge for previous owners. So I was charged for the previous owners, but I wasn't charged the individual skip because I skip traced that property in the past. And then lastly, here you've got the opportunity to download your properties. There is a difference between the files. The property record is going to give you information specifically about the property, but not the owner. The skip trace file is what's going to include the phone numbers, the emails, the relative data, previous owner data, so on and so forth. And then you could also delete your order if it's taking up too much space within your account and you don't have enough room based on the plan that you're on, or you're just on the basic free plan and you need to free up some space. This will allow you to delete your order and do that. Other than that, you've got the opportunity to upgrade here. This is just a notifications tab to let you know when your orders are completed. And then here is just an opportunity to log out in your settings. But that's pretty much everything that you need to know in terms of your Skipify account. If you ever head over to your property search and you just type in this case and scenario, you can click search. You've got your quick filters here, and all of these have a variety of different filters. Here's your predefined filters, which are just pre-added on filters. And then you've got a bunch of other different filters like property characteristics, MLS status, pre-foreclosure, propensity data. All of these are different filters that you could add on. And then you also have got saved filters that you could add on here as well, which is kind of a version of you creating your own predefined filter. Other than that, you head down here, you could always skip trace or do a property download record. If you were to select a property here, this is where you would see your demographic filters such as age range, gender, most likely, relative contact information, and deceased status. You also have the option for the DNC, do not contact scrubbing, and you also can include previous owner information here as well. And this is when you are skip tracing a property or properties. Lastly, you would come here and name your file, and again, that's what shows up under your My Data tab here with the name. And that's pretty much everything that you need to know about your Skipify account. If you have any questions, you can reach out to our support team at support@skipify.ai. Thanks.